What is going on, everybody? My name is Jacob Forster. Welcome back to the Stanley Parable. It is asking us to please enter the current time again, and as we last saw on the previous episode, they were very proud of me for actually entering into time before. And told me to put it in my favorite time. I'm just gonna... It's 4:44 currently. I think I'm just gonna stick with the normal time. They don't know. They don't know if it's the real time or not. So let's just confirm it. See what happens. 4:44 p.m., your favorite time of the day. Or could you simply not resist giving me the correct time again? After all, I know how much you enjoy setting the time correctly. Okay, now I'm curious how accurate 4:44 p.m. is. Let's use another slider to find out. How accurate is 4:44 p.m.? It's incredibly accurate. You know, can I just say, regardless of the accuracy of the clock, I'm having a great time adjusting these settings. I feel like I'm learning more about you and how you like things to be set. It's good to collect data. I wish we had more sliders, but we've gone through all the sliders I have. Perhaps I can invent some new sliders to gather new data on you. Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, let me whip a couple new ones up. Should be ready by the next time you boot up the game. Very interesting. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and resume where we left off. I hope it actually puts us right back where we were. But I wanted to say, before I do actually jump into it, thank you all for the support on the first episode so far. To be honest, I'm always unsure with games like this that are a little bit different, because I do a lot of horror content, obviously. I saw a lot of the comments, and people were very much enjoying my playthrough so far. So thank you for that. So let's go ahead and begin the game. The Stanley Parable 2. This is a story
This is the story of a man named
Stanley. Okay.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Is this just the normal intro again?
Employee number 427's job was simple.
Uh-oh.
He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor.
I have to watch it just in case.
Telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
Of every year.
Others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Stanley's always happy.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
The Stanley
Something that
Parable
would forever
2.
change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting.
Happy birthday, Stepnies.
Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Achievement unlocked. Welcome back. Yes. Why are all the balloons here?
Gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Yes. I love a good 12th birthday. Oh. That wasn't there before, was it? I don't think it was. Still playing solitaire in there, I see. Balloons! Hey, come here. Balloons. Alright, let's keep on moving. See where we need to go.
Stanley felt the bucket calling to him, begging him to pick it up. Why was he not doing it?
Wait, where's the bucket? Oh!
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Of course we have the bucket now. I love this game. Let me in. There's an achievement.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I clutched the bucket. Alright, let's go to the left with the bucket. There's an achievement to that you can unlock by just clicking on a very specific door like 15 times or something like that. I don't remember which one it was. So, I'm setting the time for them, but the time is never correct on the actual clocks, which is bizarre.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
I love the warmth of my bucket.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it?
I can.
The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now. But
so much pressure.
Strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons. But even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends?
Really?
That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient?
How dare
that
they?
your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together.
I love this bucket. This bucket is amazing.
Share
It's
your general
been
interest
my
in the
companion
rich
forever.
emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket, as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
Yeah, screw you, broom closet. Screw you and your empty walls. You terrible broom closet that doesn't even have enough tools.
I got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all.
Yeah?
Here we go.
Yes. Oh,
There.
yeah.
Now it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion.
Thank
Take
you.
a hike, broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
Okay.
All right, I've got a second sticker back here,
Oh!
and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate. You see? I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket.
We got a bucket sticker
That
on our
way,
bucket.
If you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, ah, it's a bucket. There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
Is there a third sticker, Mr. Narrator? Mr. Parable?
You know what? I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
Okay. Alright, Mr. Parable. You got anything else? What if I close the door and just stay in here? What was that? Heard something. Alright. Let's just keep moving.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
No. I'm going down. Ooh. Spooky. Oh, collectible! Let's go!
One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort
I didn't
of
think they were
happiness,
gonna do it.
God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Stanley Parable. Ultra Deluxe. What a treat. All right, we're in
But
the...
Stanley just couldn't do
oh.
it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fined for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then, something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort.
Why the bucket,
and
though?
that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket.
Oh, no.
Someone else's bucket, perhaps.
Oh, no.
How did I end up with someone else's
But
bucket?
it says property of
This is all terribly
Stanley.
wrong. Surely no good would come from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre
bucket.
hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket.
My bucket.
Indeed. Now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground.
No,
Oh,
no,
gracious,
no.
he exclaimed. Without my bucket,
No.
I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Bucket, come back.
Stanley, it's me, the bucket.
Look at all the buckets.
He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his.
These
None of
aren't
them were his
mine.
special bucket.
Come to me, Stanley. Find me.
He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend.
Where is it?
It was the
Where
only
is
way to
it?
truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along.
This is inside of me.
It was incredibly painful.
Oh.
Stanley doubled over in agony.
Oh. I'm dead. I've died. Stanley, no.
This is the story of a woman named Mariela.
Mariela.
Mariela woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of course, he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him. Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariela thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself. My
Heck
mouth
yes.
kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
I want to backflip all the way to work. Oh, we're back. Okay, well that's the end of it. Stanley's current story. Let's get back into it, why don't we? Oh! Once I close it, I can't open it back up.
All of his co-workers were gone.
What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Figurine Finders Committee meeting today in the meeting room. Man, I have to find all of the figures now.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
Oh, new inputs. That's new. Okay, so it started from scratch again. Somehow, some way. I love my bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket
Nope.
tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room. But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Maybe there's a figurine? In the employee
And
lounge?
here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room?
Absolutely.
Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
Okay. What can I do with with this chair hopping knowledge. It's very difficult to actually get up here.
Being here with the bucket was a grand adventure. Stanley reflected on all they'd been through together. First, walking through the door on the right. Then walking to the lounge. Then arriving at the lounge. What a thrilling journey the bucket had inspired.
All right, let's go.
No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No, I'm going this way this time.
No,
I've got an idea.
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Oh. Oh? Oh, I see you.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini-stands? Stanley figs? What about Stanlerines?
I like
Yes,
Stanlerines.
I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Wow, 3 out of 6. Look at us go. Okay. Was there anything else for... How is this suspended in midair? Was there anything else for us in here? I can't quite remember. I feel like I should just fall to my death, because I want to go into there rather than up there. We'll take a little detour. We'll just double check. See where we need to go. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. It's just this place again. Stanley. Mr. Parable. I know we've been here before, but we're here again. This is new.
Okay, this is day number 295, tape number...
Evidence.
I don't even
252.
know. I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore.
What is this?
The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes. The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up.
Is this
No
whole
matter how
game
many
just
times
gonna
I've
be
done
about
it,
the bucket now?
It's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down. It doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms. Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it. Yes.
What is going on?
It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket. This is my golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get me. What's that? Who's there?
What? I'm so confused.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Yes,
What
yes.
could it mean?
You're all
Stanley
gone.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wait, what if I take my my bucket out of bounds? Can I go back?
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
I'll save the going back into the white room till later. For now,
Stanley clutched the bucket
Going this
tightly
way.
to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Where's my
Stanley
skip button
had
when I
felt
need
the
it?
bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had
Bye-bye.
the bucket turned out to be correct? Was
No.
this... No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left
Nope.
to go back to the meeting room.
Okay.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go
Don't
somewhere else.
go to the meeting
The cargo
room.
lift, yes. Go there. Go to the... Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
I want to go down there.
Stanley did not question
I wish I
why
could.
or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
All right, let's go over here. See what this is. Bye-bye. Can I get over there, too? Danger. Danger everywhere. A little spooky back here. 2B1. Stanley Parable 2? B1?
No, stop.
Oh.
Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says,
No!
buckets past this point. Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness.
I'm sorry,
I think
narrator.
we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your
You don't
understanding of
think?
what is and isn't a bucket.
I know what a bucket is.
Step in here for a moment.
This looks like danger. It's danger. Is this a bucket?
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin.
I love this.
Item 1. Is this a bucket?
Is this a bucket? I have two choices. Two choices and that's it. It's a 50-50 split. I don't know. I'm not too sure what the right choice is. Do I, can I phone a friend? Can I phone a friend? Hello? Yes? I'm here on Who Wants to Be a Bucket? Bucket Air. And I've got a question. Is this a bucket? No. The answer is no? Are you sure? Okay. All right, good. All right, no.
Correct. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Oh no!
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
Oh no! I'll have to say yes on this one.
Incorrect. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Okay, thanks. Next one.
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
I'm gonna have to go with no on this one.
Incorrect. This is a bucket.
Dang it.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
Absolutely yes.
What? Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an
Are you
enormous
sure?
machine that tills the earth. I thought
It
this
looks
was
like a
gimmick.
bucket to
How on
me.
earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
So long. Okay, what else we got?
Is this a bucket?
Ah, yes. Yet another bucket.
Correct. This is a bucket.
No. Oh no.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
No.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
Well, how am I supposed to get one of them right then?
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. Should be around here somewhere.
What do you got? What do you got, narrator? Mr. Parable. Yes. Wow.
Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something. And therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing?
Yes.
Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket?
Yes.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I?
You are a bucket. You are a bucket. Yes.
Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart.
Don't take away the bucket.
That. I'm sorry.
No.
But I'm going to erase all
No.
buckets from the game entirely.
No, no, no.
Okay, here we go.
No. My bucket. My Stanley Parable bucket.
What happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket?
Everything is a
Every single thing in
bucket.
the game was a bucket. Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay?
That's perfect. That's
and
perfect.
we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Narrator.
All of his
Appreciate
co-workers
you.
were gone. What could it mean?
I like that phone.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm not going to grab the bucket this time, because I do want to go into that room. Oh, you didn't say anything about the bucket this time around.
When Stanley came to a set of two
Nope.
open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting
Yes,
room.
it was.
And Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I love me a good employee lounge.
The lounge was sublime, a work of art.
Bye-bye.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
You dirty liar. I go straight. I go straight.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay, let's
Look,
attempt this
Stanley, I
again.
think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Nothing but
There's
you.
someone you've been... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
What was that?
Give me a chance.
I heard something in that room. Something weird. Okay. No buckets, so we should be good. We're good!
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines. And now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Which door do I take? Red. Red is bad.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me.
Oh.
Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices.
Oh,
the
no.
two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't
It's an
here.
infinite hallway.
Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
What? Oh. There's a door. No, thank you. Bye-bye. Oh. There's a door on both sides. Okay. Well, bye-bye.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
What is this?
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel... No, wait. Where are you going?
Bye-bye.
Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
I know.
Please,
I've been
no,
on this
Stanley,
path
let
before.
Me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
I've thought long and hard, Mr. Narrator, and I know that I'll be okay, even if I jump off of this. I'm gonna start right back where I started from.
No! Oh, thank God.
My
You
knees!
lived. No. What are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
I'm sorry, Mr. Parable. It has to happen. Ow.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
Sorry, Mr. Narrator.
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You were literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy.
Is this what
Am
makes
I
you
reading
happy?
the situation correctly?
Oh.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask.
I'm sorry.
It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
I'm glad you can finally see that, Mr. Narrator. It's always been my choice. It's always been my choice.
Is it over?
Maybe.
It's going to restart, isn't it?
It may be.
I'm going back.
Farewell. Oh, shoot. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
All of his co-workers were gone.
What did
could
I
it
do?
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Crap, what did I do? Beep, beep. So many papers. The paper trail.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nope.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I should look at the achievement.
Standing now in
Checklist.
this incredible room, Stanley for the first time understood true happiness.
True
But
happiness.
eager to get back to business, Stanley took
I need to check the
first open door on his
achievement
left.
list to see which door I need to click like 15 times. That way I'm not clicking every single door every single time.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay,
Look,
let's go
Stanley,
back.
I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Go over here.
I'm not
We're gonna
sure
take the
that we
wrong
really
door.
are not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has
a
been
balloon up
about
there.
nothing but you all this time.
There's a bunch of balloons
There's
up there.
someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important.
Very important.
Stanley walked through the red door.
Blue door.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood.
Uh-oh.
Stanley walked through the red door.
Red door.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Red door. Got it. I'm colorblind. Thank you.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out
Just kidding,
there?
I'm
You
not
want to
colorblind.
find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well,
I do. I
don't
really,
let
really
me
do.
Stop you. You see? There's nothing here.
Assets.
I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Yes.
Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Absolutely.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles?
Yes.
Skill trees?
Yes.
Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
I want everything.
Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh.
A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Ceiling light. Okay, let's take a look.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Absolutely. I give it a 5.
Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version.
New version?
Perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Oh. The Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. Good old Neil. Skid, Nicho Nacho. Hogarth. Did you know that 21.3% of people skipped the intro sequence? Only the worst 3% of players chose the blue door. 98.9% of players are more attractive than Stanley. This is you. You are objectively ranked 9,328th out of 9,320 players worldwide. Oh, this is great. This is wonderful. What if I don't take this door again? Let's just see. No. No, let me back in.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Absolutely not. Made me
Hey,
feel
I
terrible.
nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
I'm
You
down.
wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
No, no.
Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Awesome. Oh,
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger.
I forgot about
You
this.
click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's
Poor
a very
baby.
meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be
Sounds
sure
good.
to keep notes on your experience.
This is the worst game I've ever played. So, you can actually beat this if you legitimately sit here for 4 hours and continue to press the button. I'm not gonna do that. But you totally could get like an auto clicker.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out
Sorry,
of
baby.
ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over.
Oh.
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since
Okay.
my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Firewatch?
Fascinating. What do you think this game is
Oh,
about,
what?
Stanley?
What?
What's our backstory? What is our motivation?
This is Firewatch.
Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes.
I played a
that
very
must-
small amount
What
of
a
Firewatch.
fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Oh, this is amazing. I need to play through Firewatch. I don't know if I should do it on my channel, but I need to finish it. I never beat it. I played like maybe an hour or two of it. Very beautiful game. So, from what I recall, in the original Stanley Parable, when this happens, it actually sends you into Minecraft. But since Minecraft is owned by Microsoft now, I don't know if they have the rights to actually use it in the new game. Maybe they do still. I'm not too sure. Let's go play some from some Firewatch now. This is great.
Oh, no. No, it can't be.
What? What can't be?
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
No. I want to go explore.
What a close call. You really wanted off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh,
Can I fit through there?
Thank heavens we avoided it. We're out
Let's
of
see.
the woods now, Stanley.
No, we're not.
Okay, I'm going to get us out of here.
No.
Let's find another game.
No.
Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big,
No!
insurmountable walls.
No! I want to stay here. It's so pretty.
Okay, I think this will be just the thing. Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any
Rocket League.
possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Not Rocket League. I've never played. I mean, I've
Okay,
like
so
attempted,
what
but
exactly do we do here?
not
Let's
my cup
see.
of tea.
There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley,
Sports
I
ball?
think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together? Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Whoa, big ball. Let's go. Let's go. We're playing Rocket League. This is kind of sick. Did I score?
Are you doing it? Hold on. What are you doing?
Oh! Uh-oh.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
We still have so much to do. Filing cabinets. So much darkness. It's too dark. I can't see. Ah! Narrator? Uh-oh. Horror game. It's a horror game. We're in the back rooms now. Mr. Narrator. Mr. Narrator. What's that? Can I go in there? What is that? Is this the No Snake Hotel? What is this? It's so dark. It's like really spooky. What do I do? Am I just trapped here? Mr. Narrator, I need help.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon.
But the end is never the end.
I can wait.
I'm looking around. I don't see. Oh, the end is never the end. Is never the end. Mr. Parable.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall. Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Well, no, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Okay, so we've done everything over there, I think.
To go back to the meeting room. And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
I want to go down here. Bye-bye. So long, suckers.
Oh, good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here.
What are you talking about?
I knew you'd find this place eventually.
It's the baby.
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it.
What?
Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
Okay. I didn't get the first Adventure Line in this playthrough yet, though. That's fine. Let's go on a new Adventure Line.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
Silly music. Oh. Yeah.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
I do.
Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. It's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
No. No, not my bucket. You are not taking my bucket again. We've already explored and learned that everything is a bucket, except for you and me. Everything is a bucket. There's no stopping it. This is a very tall staircase. Oh no.
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket.
No.
That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character.
No.
This is the Bucket Destroyer.
No. No, no,
I
no.
think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
I do not
Can
agree.
you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket.
Oh,
Quickly
no!
now, the fans are waiting. Do it,
No!
the fans, Stanley. Give the
I'm not
fans
gonna
what
do
they
it!
want. Hurry and
What is that? It's the Bucket Destroyer.
The Bucket Destroyer, my prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such
Has it ascended
spellbinding stories about you.
to heaven?
All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
Not as magnificent as the bucket, though. Not as magnificent as the bucket. Narrator. Can I move? No. Okay. That was it. That was the whole branching line. I love it. Absolutely love this game.
All of his co-workers were gone.
What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a message. Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone again, not truly alone, not with the bucket around. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Yes, I did. This time, I did. Wait, where was the new content door? Also, why is this... I don't remember this being so bright. Oh! What? Warehouse access plan. Produce one plank to allow ease of access past fence. Construct bridge to allow collection of shiny float. Retrieve Chris's remains from the warehouse floors. Construct new structurally sound bridge. We need more planks. We already got that one. Is there one in a bathroom somewhere? Shh. Fireplace? Places to search mission status. Lol, looks like 427. Haha. 5 there be. Just take it from me. Gotta collect them all. So I got 4. Somewhere both red and blue. Stairs. Something to do with stairs. A large room. Lots of boxes. Inside of a sequel exhibit. Is this some kind of game? There must be a point to this. So nearby fireplace and a private but smelly place for an important person. I think that's going to be our boss's office. I love this whole conspiracy meeting thing going on right now. This is great. Trust the completionist instinct. Why wouldn't they just tell us something will happen? This investigation, this room, they feel pointless, to be honest. Weird spinning figurines. Artist surrendering. Employee 421 building a bridge. Saw one in a cargo room. Do we need contracts for them? NDA. Potential liability. Can we sell them? Obviously. More money if sold together. How many are there? Money, 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 money. Why floating? Dreams, magic, magnets? Training exercise by management? This is great. There will be a reward for finding them all. Lies! Stop kidding yourselves. I want them so much. I want to go home. There will be cleaning of the walls required, of this wall required. Who are you? 666, lol. Agenda. Oh. Fig leaves are hard to find. Follow clues provided by employee 416. We can do it. Red room? Yeah, there's one in a toilet. Thank you. Good luck. Oh, it's gonna be in the boss's bathroom. The boss's private bathroom. That's where it's gonna be. Oh, okay, we got this, Hey, it's the broom closet.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers. If I did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours. But alas, no stickers.
All right, I believe you, just this once.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Here we go. Here we go!
You're getting close now, Stanley. Yeah! You've nearly gotten all of the Figler and Marines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one, and then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them, and now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler and Marines. None of us can.
Figler and Marines. Yes. Yes. Absolutely incredible. What is this room? Business strategy? What? Wait, do I want to go up or down? I've never seen this. Was this in the original game? Ah. Le elevator jazz. Do I hear talking? Yeah, 2, 3, 4. Da 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 da. This is a long elevator up. Almost spilled my Coke Zero earlier. You may have seen it much earlier. I like knocked over. I was like, oh! Looked down at it. Are these glowing? Recommendations from the Oversight Committee. A short history of the relations between Poland and Austria-Hungary. Austria-Hungary. Wait. It didn't go anywhere. Boom, boom. It's not taking me. Well, let's go down. Let's go down. Boom, boom. Okay. Maybe I'm supposed to wait longer, but I don't have the patience for that right now.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would.
Always.
And he knew it.
I forgot what the code
two
was.
of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
So here's something bizarre. Anytime I click anywhere, it does the mechanical keyboard noises. Unless I'm
Stanley
clicking
just
on
sat
a...
around twiddling his thumbs.
Sitting on a
Trying to input
specific
anything on the device was useless,
thing.
since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Like a door. But if I try to click on this specific paper, there's nothing.
2845.
Yeah, I hear ya, I hear ya.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Oh my gosh!
And there it is, the last Stiggly Wiggly. Savor this moment, Stanley. This is a real accomplishment. This is
Let's
doing
go.
something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
Okay. Thanks. I appreciate it. Let's go down. Bye-bye. Can't believe I collected them all. Gotta catch them all, baby. All right, what?
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty...
Mind control
he would
facility.
be right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
All right. So we totally can...
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Make a left, but... I want to try something here. I want to try and escape. See what happens when I do this. Okay. Let's go. Oh no. Oh no. So long, suckers!
Just as Stanley was about to proceed further into the mind control facility, he tripped and fell over the railing and into the dark void below. Thankfully, he fell directly onto the bucket, which safely cushioned his fall. Now, what to do next, Stanley wondered. Stanley and the bucket could find no way out of this enormous pit, and so eventually they decided that the best thing to do would be to simply get comfortable down here.
Perfect.
So they set up a little couch and relaxed. It really wasn't so bad down here, a bit cold perhaps.
Oh, TV!
After some time had gone by, they installed a few shelves as well, and a sort of kitchenette that was useful for when the bucket was craving paninis.
Paninis.
But it wasn't until the rugs and the standing lamps came in that it really started to feel like a home. In fact, after some time, Stanley realized that it had been ages since he had even thought of the mind control facility at all. He'd never gotten to fully explore what was up there, never been able to unearth the many
outside world.
mysteries of the mind control facility. This lack of closure began to eat at him. Soon he was dwelling on his regrets, and the state of their home slowly decayed as Stanley became withdrawn and neglected the cleaning. It unsettled the bucket deeply. Stanley wasn't usually like this. The bucket tried to reach out to him again and again, but to no avail. All Stanley could think about, all he could talk about, was going back, doing it over again.
We have to go back.
It was a mistake to leave the path. It was a mistake. It was a mistake. I need to do what the narrator says. I need to see the true ending. This made no sense at all to the bucket, which was simply trying to live its life down here as comfortably as possible. Yet Stanley was unconsolable. This isn't an ending. This is just a hole in the ground. The bucket sighed. True, it wasn't an ending. But it's where we happen to be. And maybe, possibly, if we accept the reality of things, maybe this will become an ending eventually. It's what the bucket was counting on. The two of them waited for a very long time.
Is that it? Dang it. That's all that was in that ending. Oh, this is great. I love this game so much. I love this game. Okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave this episode here. This is a good stopping point before I get into any other like crazy pathways, because sometimes they do last a very long time, like 20-30 minutes, which is what I fell into last episode. I wanted to keep it about an hour, but it ended up being like an hour 30. So I hope you all enjoy this. I'm having a blast continuing to play through Stanley Parable. I'm so happy that all of you are enjoying this as well. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment down below, love to hear any thoughts and feelings. And if you're not already subscribed, consider doing so. Hit that bell notification. That way you know exactly when I'm uploading any new videos. And if you're not sick and tired of me, you can follow me on any of my other socials like my Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. I got a Discord channel, a bunch of other cool things. Always listen in the description down below. And of course, that all being said, you all are awesome. You all are amazing. And I cannot wait to see you all in the next video. Later.